and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello and welcome to Fort Gibson Tigers TV. I'm Hayden Hackworth. Alongside me is Bruce French as it's week 5 here in the football season. Your Fort Gibson Tigers taking on the Poteau Pirates in a matchup that has been game in, game out over the last few years. Poteau coming out with big wins, big lopsided wins in the last few years, and in the years before that it was vice versa.
That's true.
So I think it's been 3-3 in the last 6, and tonight we come out and I think we see two football teams who are pretty evenly matched on the field.
I think so. Poteau with a little more depth, I think, than the Tigers, but I think it's going to be a good game. Tigers got what they needed last week. They needed a big win, got a big win. So hopefully that's going to carry over this week. I know, coaches say, look, guys, great win, but it's over. So now enjoy it Saturday, but, come back Sunday for film or whatever they do, and let's get to work and get ready for Poteau.
No doubt. And the differences between Stillwell and Poteau are pretty large. First of all, as we mentioned earlier, Poteau is just bigger.
Yeah.
They're just bigger. They're deeper than Stillwell, and they don't come out. They're not going to spread the field no huddle. They have a lot of balance to their offense. They want to establish the run first, and I think one of the better teams running that play action pass selling, that fake that I've seen over the last five years consistently. They do what they do well. They play to their brand of football and their identity, and they don't get away from it.
No.
And I think having that balance is important because it keeps you on your toes. There are a lot of good offensive teams who I would say in high school football don't have great balance. They're still good offensive football teams.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that Poteau has really prided themselves on the last few years is being able to, one, yes, run the ball first and doing it very well and doing it very successfully, but also take you deep. If you bring those safeties in, start to creep up in the box, they've been able to throw it over your heads.
Quarterback's a big, long kid, good-looking kid, can throw the ball down the field, pretty accurate. And he's got a guy by the name of Bar Shears for about the 15th year in a row, it seems like, in that backfield to hand it off to just keep things honest. But I think it's going to be a fun game. I remember last year, just the physicality. I think our kids, they came out and hit us in the face and hit us hard, and we did not respond well to that. And I'd have liked to have played Poteau later in the year. I really would. I think it would have been a completely different game. I think our kids got more physical as the year went on, started believing in themselves, chance to beat Wagner late in the season.
And that game went down to the wire.
It did. Yeah, it did. And same kids. There were no additions out there. Superman didn't show up for that game, and it's such as are all athletics, such a mental game. It's just a mental game. So, last week here against Stillwell, and again, Stillwell was not Poteau, that's for sure. But kids came out, got real physical. Woodworth goes down with a pretty good cut over his right eye, I think. Yeah, his right eye. And it just seemed like Jesse Rudd just stepped his game up a couple of notches, maybe 3 or 4.
Yeah, and he easily had his best game on the year, rushing for over 100 yards on the ground with only 11 carries, 3 touchdowns. So no doubt the offense did not even take a step back when he was off the field.
No, I thought he had, like you say, maybe the best game ever, actually. Tavian just, it was an unfortunate. I talked to him, I think it was Monday, maybe Tuesday, and he said, man, first guy hit me, kind of raised my helmet up, and then he said the free safety came up and just head to helmet, basically, just cut him open pretty good.
Yeah, man, we're glad it's just that.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, yeah, I think Fort Gibson, I think they've got to come out and they've got to be really, really physical early in this game. Not let Poteau start, pushing us around.
Yeah, and I think we'll probably see a faster game tonight just because both teams will like to run that ball control style of offense, really work that clock. That way they can keep their defenses off the field.
Right. And, just looking at the district, Hayden, I'm telling you, man, it's Fort Gibson's going to have to – they're really going to have to play hard every week because it's going to be it's going to be tougher this year to get into that 4th spot, 3rd spot, whatever it is. You got Central undefeated right now, beating Hilldale, so I don't really know how good Hilldale is. They had a big win early in the year over Sequoia Claremore, and I think they may be winless. But still, to beat Hilldale the way they did at Hilldale, that took a pretty good task. So I'm thinking Tulsa Central's pretty good. We know Poteau's pretty good. We know Broken Bow's going to be good. So,
yeah,
when you look at it like that, Fort Gibson's going to have to win some games. They're going to have to win some games in the middle of this season.
I think we have to go back and ask, Coach Wiley, guy who's been over here for over a decade, and he coached Ticatoos. He's been in the 4A realm for quite a while, and we'd have to ask him, when's the last time this conference, this 4A4 conference, has been this solid, not the top, but top to bottom, just this solid all around. Because, like you said, you look at it, there is not besides that last week game, there's not a game where you look at the schedule and say that's a W.
There's not. There is not. And it's a battle of attrition. We talk about it all the time, who's going to make the fewest mistakes, and maybe even more, I'm not going to say more importantly, but equally as important, who's going to stay healthy. Because late in the season, games 7, 8, and 9, that's when those dings become hard to play with, and it's going to come down to that.
Well, and you know what? I always like to describe it like this. In school, in high school, you have your hard, your rigorous classes that beat you up mentally.
Yeah.
Then you fall back knowing you have those easy blow-off classes to get you through the day.
Yeah.
When you're sitting here thinking, man, I got this next test, there's no way I'm going to get through it, you rest knowing that maybe that 3rd or 4th hour is coming up because it's a blow-off. You don't have that class this year. You had it 1 hour, and that's over. And from here on out, it's a test every single week.
It's a test every week. You're right, and a tough test, 100-question test. So, yeah, I think they're just going to have to buckle down and say, guys, it's us. It's just us. If nobody else is showing up, it's going to be us. So, going to be interesting tonight to see some of these other matchups. I think Sallisaw and Stillwell. I think that's a game Sallisaw wins. And I'm looking for some of the Broken Bow Hilldale. I'm going to pick Broken Bow on that one. Hilldale has to travel to Broken Bow, and that's a
travel right there.
Yeah, that is a travel. You kind of have a hard
trip.
time getting your legs back under you after that trip. But it's a tough district. Have not seen. Tulsa Central's at Muldrow, so I'm thinking. No, I'm sorry. Muldrow's at Tulsa Central. I'm thinking that's a game Central's going to win, so they're going to be 5-0 more than likely. Feeling pretty good about themselves. So, yeah, it's going to be a dogfight every week. Every week. I don't know what the lengthy conversation is between one of the officials and Zane Potter, but
I'm wondering, and this is nothing against any of the kids in the field right now, the captains. Wonder if there was any words exchanged between the two sides of captains or anything like that.
They don't like each other. They don't like each other. It's like you said, we beat them up, they beat us up, and it's a game they both really want to win.
I tell you what, Poteau, as they run on the field, they are a school of having good brothers.
Yeah.
They went to the state championship, I want to say 2013. and the quarterback was Jace Pitchford, and that was the first of the Barshears brothers, the oldest one.
Yeah.
Then Jet Pitchford, the younger brother, played quarterback, and he was the quarterback for the last few years. Both those quarterbacks were really good athletes, and now the Barshears. And so they've had that backfield has been littered throughout family.
Yes, they have. They have. And you know, it's a nice school down there. It's a neat place, Poteau, and these kids, they got a lot of pride. You see how well they travel.
And it's always one of my favorite places to go and play down there, Poteau. They have a great community that supports their football team.
They do. They really do.
And here come your Fort Gibson Tigers, led by those seniors.
I think the kicking game is going to be big in this game. The kicking game is big in every contest. Special teams, you just can't. You know, they used to say defense wins championships. I think the more this game evolves, special teams have a lot to do with championships. Because if you look at Oklahoma, okay, look at OU for the past few seasons. Their special teams have not been great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they really haven't. And their defense, just to put it frankly, has been kind of horrible. But they're so good offensively, they've been able to do. And by the way, how'd you like that game?
Amazing. I could have spit on Spencer Rattler. It was his birthday. I had no idea. I should have yelled happy birthday to Spencer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could have spit on him. Crazy. It was awesome. We were on the 5th row right there.
That's cool.
For some reason, the fans in front of us left at halftime, so we had the entirety,
Absolutely.
4 rows in front of us.
Yeah.
Great game.
That was a huge game. Fun to watch if you're a Sooner fan. Not too much fun if you're a Red Raider fan.
And man, you got to feel that fan base. They thought they'd have a really solid year coming out with Alan Bowman, and now, again, struggling with injuries, going to miss a good part of the season.
And you know, that just goes to show you can have high expectations, and one injury can crush those expectations. Mm-hmm. It just takes one sometimes.
So Poteau has their deep returners back, waiting to start this game. Xan Hayes is going to try to boot this one and not allow them to return it back. He pooches it. It's going to go out right along in the 36. Well, they'll mark the ball as Poteau will come out and set up this offense, looking to answer first.
Yeah, good field position for the Pirates.
Good to see Devin Woodworth back on the field. He went down last week. Both Woodworth brothers went down last week.
Yes.
And good to see him back out on the field. One of the more dynamic, explosive defensive players on this team.
So Tiger defense already got their work cut out for them. As a coach, you always said if you can anywhere between those 40s, there's not a play in your book you can't run.
So they hurry to the line under center. Hands off to the right on a sweep. Cuts back inside, and he's met by a host of Tiger defenders.
Pretty good defense. Could not see really who was in on that tackle. I want to say it was maybe Braden Morgan, who had a slew of tackles last week. What really made the play work, though, was Braden and the outside backer over there, Ladd. Defensive end, whatever they call him, I don't know. But they strung the play out and kept it going sideways instead of upfield. And that's the way you play defense. That's the way you defend that sweep, that jet sweep.
Back in motion. There's a sweep
again. To
again.
the other side. A little better yardage. Still Zane Potter on that tackle for the Tigers.
Ball carrier was Jaden Mankin. Got just a few yards on the play, but it was good enough to pick it up, getting 4 yards away from the first down.
Yeah. So big third down already for both teams. This is field position now. You know, if the Tigers can hold them, they're still going to be punted deep, but another first down and
Stockton hurries the offense to the line, hands it off. And the tackler is still on his feet, cutting through the ball on the field. The Tigers, they have it. And they do.
Man, there's first big break.
And how about that? I mean, and look at the play. You look as he breaks through the hole. He thinks he has some opening, and just as he does, that ball is punched out. I didn't even see who it was that got his hand on it.
I didn't see it either because I was looking at all the green grass in front of him. I thought, boy, somebody's got to tackle this guy. He's going to the zone. So the Tigers get the first big break.
Here comes that freshman, gaining confidence every single game, playing better and better, leading that offense. In the pistol. Takes a snap, takes a handoff, looks in the slot for Dornan. Dornan takes up to the middle, goes nowhere, and he's brought down. May have gotten 3 yards of the play.
Yeah, I think he got about close to 3. Couple maybe. Tell you what, that's showing a lot of confidence in that freshman quarterback. I mean, throw that ball on first down. I know he's throwing it sideways, but still, he threw a strike out there. And you got to be able to win some of those one-on-one battles. You know, we didn't win that one, but you got to be able to win some of those.
Ends up to Woodworth, who finds a hole. He hits it, and he's got a first down and more. And he's brought down, taking 3 Pirates to bring him down to the field.
Tell you, he wasn't touched for 5 yards. Offensive line doing a super job up front. He was not touched.
So the chains move for the Tigers. A new set of downs here. Woodward takes it out to the left side. He's got more room. Sheds.
He was a shoestring away from going to the house. He was a shoestring away.
And if it weren't for Dante Warren, he would have been gone.
I don't know if that's tape or the shoes. That might be the brightest color I've ever seen. Oh, I think it's tape. I see it on Ladd's socks now.
Yeah, it's bright.
It is bright.
Woodward takes it out to the left side again. This time the Pirates aren't fooled. Woodworth getting what he can get.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and what, 2? Poteau that time digging in.
It's going to be a long 2.
Yeah, almost 3, really. Mahaney back to the huddle.
And a great situation here because they have a lot of options. You can hand it off to Woodworth, or you can put it in play action with Mahaney, who's throwing the ball with a lot of confidence. And they give it to the back. And he's been right at the line of scrimmage, going nowhere.
Yeah, Poteau waiting on that too. That's just straight old smash mouth football right there. So I don't know how big 44 is. He's a large lad, anchoring that defensive line.
So big 4th down here. In 4th down territory. It's 4th and 2.
So what do you do here, Hayden? What do you do?
You know, I would love to put the ball in the hands of my best player.
Yeah, I agree. 2 backs.
Swing pass out to Rudd. Makes the guy miss. He's got it and more. You know, sometimes your best player might be Jesse Rudd.
Well, you're right. You're right. You're right. I don't think you can go wrong. I mean, that's one of those deals. You flip a quarter and you win both ways, heads or tails. That is, man, just a luxury. Just a luxury. Can't overestimate it.
Dornan lining up in the slot.
8 in the box for the Pirates.
But bounces to the left side. Goes up and over. And they caught him in the air.
Yeah, picked up what, 3, 4, maybe even. Yeah, about 4 yards. 4 yards 3 times is 12, I think. Take that right now. Trips look this time for the Tigers.
Over on that right side. And he hands it off to Woodworth, who's working the right side. The Pirates did a great job jumping on that play.
Yeah, 82, don't have a name on him, but he did a good job getting a hand on a jersey and slowed Devin down enough for the cavalry to arrive. So here's a big third down. Another big third down.
It's going to be longer. It's going to be 3rd and 6 in the red zone. You think this is a situation where you have 2 to get 6?
Yeah, I agree. Yes.
Well, bubble screen out to the left side. Rudd spins. Juking, and he's brought back behind the line of scrimmage.
Hoping that's a face mask. I couldn't tell. It just kind of looked like it the way that flag came in there on the play. It'd be a really big break for the Tigers, and I could be all wet. Looks like Poteau is backing up, though. Person foul. Yeah, face mask.
And a first down here for the Tigers, continuing this drive. This drive that's taken about 5 minutes off this clock. A nice long drive.
Oh, it's exactly what the doctor ordered, I think, for the Tigers. Keep the ball out of the hands of that Poteau offense.
We're moving the ball pretty effectively just with that turnover.
Yeah, haven't really thrown the ball down the field yet. And really, Poteau's not honoring it very much because they're walking those safeties up. Those safeties are almost linebacker depth. They got 8, almost 9 in the box.
Sideline warning.
So it's going to be rough sledding. But you know, I remember Poteau did that last year. They walked everybody up. They didn't have anybody deeper than 5-6 yards off the ball. They're playing press coverage on the wide receiver out here.
Find number 24 on the field. Carson Loud looking for to be a target here in the red zone. Hand off to Woodworth. Bounce to the right side to the 10-yard line. Going to stretch it out. Reaching.
Nope.
They're going to mark him out right about the 2-yard line. They're going to say he wasn't even close.
Tell you, Tavian Woodward just outran the defense that time to the corner. I thought the outside backer had a pretty good angle on him, and Devin just outran him.
Play the ball at the 2-yard line.
So yeah, like you said, this has been a tailor-made drive for the Tigers.
Showing a heavy set, hand off to Woodworth again, and this time there's no question. However, there is laundry on the field.
Golly. That's typically going to be offensive holding when it comes from White Hat. And that's what it is. Dadgum. That's a killer.
So that'll back this play up.
That is just a drive killer.
Moves the ball back to the 12-yard line.
So ball be placed on the 12-yard line. Going from the 2 to the 12 is a major difference.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And this long drive is brought to you by Cornerstone, Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, the Tigers Den, La Isla Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott, Muscogee County Farm Brewery, and Green Country Lanes and Muscogee Skate Center. And drop back. Throws the jump ball. And
whoa, that was so close.
Had it there and incomplete. Hit his hands.
Well thrown ball. Well thrown football right there. I like that call a lot.
And you had the mismatch over there. Mahaney did a great job saying, I'm going to put the ball where my guy can go get it, hit him in the hands, just didn't make a play.
Now you got that corner thinking, though, man, I got lucky that time.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky that time.
Third down, 11.
So Ladd's out there again.
And he's going to have that whole left side of the field to himself. No, now Dornan's coming over, going trips to the left here. 4 wide look. Mahaney rolling out to his left, scanning, searching, looking. He takes it himself.
Well, you got a big decision here. Have we kicked field goal? We haven't kicked field goal.
We have not.
Looks like we're going to try it.
Gains about 3 on the play.
Nope. Yep.
Zen Hazen trotting out of the field, looking to show off that leg.
Yeah, I think you got to come away with some points here. You know, that's if you're on the 2, maybe go for it. But Zan Hazen's certainly capable of putting that ball through from there. Oh.
And it's slow and it's blocked. No, it's not. He didn't even get the kick off.
The fumble, the snap was fumbled. Boy, this is one of those times when your defense has got to come out ready to play, because right now you're thinking, oh man, throw the ball all the way down there. Don't come away with nothing. And this is when a letdown can just kill you. So.
And their will rest, they had about 6 minutes to sit on that sideline. Yeah. Besides the guys who play offense.
Start saying you got Zane Potter out there who's playing center. But you do have some fresh bodies out there. Maldonado also.
And nearly the entire secondary and those linebackers. Besides, you got Carson Ladd out there still. As you said, Zane Potter. The one positive of this, still not much of a positive, you don't come away with points, is they do not have good field position.
Right.
Hands off to the right side. He's working that outside, and
another flag.
Yeah, I think it's going to be at the 15-yard line.
And again, that's white hat. Typically, that is offensive holding.
It's going to back them up even more, giving them very little room to breathe.
Picked up by Carson Ladd. They have a holding penalty indicated against Poteau.
Yes, where your defensive captain's got us. Come on, guys. We got him in a hole. We got to keep him here. It's a game of field position. If we can hold them to no first downs, we should come away with excellent field position after the punt. I wouldn't be shocked to see Poteau put in the air right here. I really wouldn't. They're not going to.
It's a quarterback keeper. Goes over to the right side, and luckily those ends stayed home.
As an offensive coordinator, especially in a situation like this where, I mean, let's face it, when it's, first and more than 10, chances of getting first down or less, I'd like to throw that thing down the field and make them think. Just make them think, hey, they'll throw it wherever they are.
Tell you what, that last play, the quarterback there, little Hakeem Olajuwon shimmy to start that play.
Yeah. There's that little inside trap. Tigers stayed home. That's a good job. That's a pretty good job. It's a tough play. Those traps are just deadly if you're not watching that guard pull. So definitely a manageable third down.
Up the middle. Tackled by number 11, Braden Morgan.
Tigers need a big stop.
To the 16-yard line.
Prevent that first down and get outstanding field position here.
2 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the first quarter.
It's been a quick quarter.
Hands off out to the right side.
He's not going to get it.
That's a big third down stand.
That was a nice job that time by the Tigers. Again, not certain.
Ball carriers number 1.
I think maybe Austin.
You think they're going to bring the house here, trying to get this punt?
Stop short of the line to gain. Fourth down.
Yeah, or, I mean, you got really good field position here.
Goes in to
I just hope, I want to see us field this punt. Tigers not surprised by that. It's a good snap.
It's a fake. He throws it. It's picked off.
I don't know who he was looking at, but he threw it right to Connor Brown.
And there were two guys about 5 yards back behind Connor Brown.
Yeah.
Brown didn't have to move on the play. Right in his breadbasket.
Yeah. there's another big break for the Tigers. Tigers need to put it in the zone. I know that sounds just like Captain Obvious, but, man, when you get opportunities like this, you got to take advantage of them.
They've got to capitalize on these turnovers. Second one of the night. Mahaney dropping back to pass, finds Dorn over the middle.
That's a nice play. It's a nice play. It's almost impossible. They got no free safety in the middle of the field. You got those safeties spread out wide, and you run that skinny post in there, and it's, man, I'm telling you, it's tough to stop.
Now first and goal.
It's a good play fake that time by Mahaney. Froze that safety just a little bit.
Dual running back set. Bad snap. I think the Tigers are covered. And that ball didn't even get out of the air.
That's going to bring up second down, goes to go from the 10.
Man, you hate to see those negative yardage plays. You're in the red zone. You got to make it count.
Rudd takes it. He's met in the backfield. And it's tackle for a loss.
Penetration.
Jesse Rudd trying to get around the left side and he stopped in the backfield. Number 44, Dr. Mayo.
Boy, that's a big loss.
And Trafua, he was back there in a hurry.
Oh, yeah,
he blew up that offensive line.
Yeah, he could have had the ball maybe.
I mean, I'm not even sure if Rudd took 2 steps.
No, I don't think he did.
4 wide look, trips to the right. Mahaney back up to his left. We're spinning. And he's still on his feet. Keeping the balance.
What's he on? 2?
Let's see the spot. I think they're going to put him around the right up at the 3, 4.
Fights his way down inside the 5-yard line.
Let's see here.
Where it's finally tackled by number 88, Matthew Curry.
Right at the 3-yard line.
It's fourth down, goal to go for the Tigers from the 3-yard
So
line.
4th down. A big 4th down. Needing points here.
I'm going to let the clock. Well, no.
And a timeout taken by your 4 Gibson Tigers. We'll take Woman with them. And watch 4 Gibson Tigers TV.
Renfro Electric has been in business for over 35 years and is a full-service electrical contractor for all of Oklahoma. We are able to serve our customers with superior craftsmanship and top-notch service. With over 40 employees and a bonding capacity in excess of $6 million, we can handle those larger jobs but are still small enough to provide the personal service our customers have come to expect. For any electrical needs, give us a call at 918-687-7535.
Hello and welcome back to 4 Gibson Tigers TV. It's all tied up here at 0, yet no one to score. Much of like what we expected. This one's been a close game. Ball's been on the ground pretty much every single play. Besides, we've seen 4 or 5 passes, 4 from 4 Gibson, 1 from Stillwell, which was that interception on 4th down, the fake punt. As the Tigers have it here on 4th down and goal. It's going to be at the, what was it, 3-yard line? Yeah, 3-yard line.
You know, I don't know. I didn't see any scores. I didn't see any picks. I'm sure Poteau's probably picked to win this game, but and that's what you like. You know, the longer the Tigers hang around, the better the chances are.
Tigers, 4th and goal to go from the 3.
Mahaney rolling out. He's got pressure, and it's intercepted. Do it behind him. And Mahaney bringing him down. Jaden Mankin.
It's 2 times in the red zone and 0 points.
And he had him. Room in the end zone to throw it. Threw it behind him. It's intercepted going the other way. This time the ball is spotted right at the 25-yard line.
first down for the Pirates.
So to this point, it's been a battle of defense. Both defenses kind of stepping up tonight.
There's a handoff out to the right side.
I don't know. Something in Poteau's scouting report must have said we can beat these guys to the boundary because they've run that jet sweep now. How many times? 4, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's been their main play.
And really haven't gained a lot of yards on it. Tiger defense did a pretty good job.
So at the end of the first quarter, it's all tied up here at 0. We'll be back with more and watch Fort Gibson Tigers TV.
Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services such as Stihl chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith's Hardware, we're proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, The Tiger's Den, La Isla Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott with Muskogee County Farm Bureau, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
And we're back here at Fort Gibson Tigers TV. Start the second quarter. It's going to be second 6. Poteau ball. The 29-yard line. Look at that defense up front looking to make a big stop here on second down. Try to get this ball back in the offensive hands and go put points up on the board. Eastern Francis under center. He hands it off, and there's some room to run. And he is taken down. Couldn't tell who that was. I think it was Graves on the tackle.
Ball carriers, number 23, the Shears, around the left side. He gets up to the.
And that was Shears on the carry.
Tackled by Alaska Graves for the Tigers. Third down, about 2.
And you know, Poteau has always been a team that runs the ball, but this it's still a different look than what I've seen in the last few years of Poteau.
Yeah, much different. Like you said earlier, kind of been known for play action passes. I mean, when you run the ball so well and you have a quarterback who can sling it around pretty good as they do, but they haven't really, I think maybe, I don't know, trying to wear the defense down, not sure.
Gets the ball across the 35-yard line.
So that's first or second first down for Poteau?
That is the, I want to say, I think we gave him one on a penalty.
Yeah, I think you're right.
In motion, play action pass on the deep ball, and he leads him too far. He had him and missed him. Codell Ford on the coverage.
Yeah, and again, quarterback did a good job. Just put the ball where, you know, the only guy who has a chance to catch is going to be my guy. And that's what I've been waiting for him to do, really, is throw the ball down the field, because they just haven't done it.
There's a trap play again.
Inside trap, and he's got, oh, there's definitely a face mask.
Dale Mills did a great job staying home that time. Couldn't bring the tackle in. Now he's going to pick up the penalty and give him more yards.
Tackle gets down to the after the 49-yard line, just outside the 50. Connor Brown making the last tackle. Like face
So
mask
Pirates,
being indicated against the
by
Tigers.
far the best field position they're going to have tonight. First time they've been in Tiger territory, I believe.
And this game is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home Crematory, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, the Tigers Den, Lisa Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott with Muskogee County Farm Brew, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center. Rolling out again, he's going to keep it, spins, still on his feet and just slides down a coverage sack. There's no one open.
Colton Patterson right there just waiting on him. So that's another big break. Big break for the Tiger defense. Second and forever. I don't know what, 22, 3, 4?
Yeah, they're going to have it marked at 2nd and 20.
There's that sweep again, and limited success on that.
It was a good fall. He was brought down. His momentum stopped right about the line of scrimmage, but his momentum carried it forward and got about 3 or 4 yards of play.
Jaden Graves. Well, I guess maybe I should say Alaska. It says Alaska on the roster, so I'll call him that.
About 18.
And on the tackle. So it's 3rd and still half a mile. Looks like Pirates going to take a timeout.
So the Poteau burned their first here at the half. We'll take one with them. We'll be back with more here on 3rd and 17. You've been watching Fort Gibson Tigers TV.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Hello and welcome back to Fort Gibson Tigers TV. 3rd and long, 3rd and 17 here for the Pirates. Tigers coming out here looking to get that ball back. Look for Braden Morgan to make a big play here. A guy who really steps up on 3rd down.
That trap again.
Right up the middle.
This time they get a lot of real estate out of that.
And that's enough to think the amount they'll probably go for it. They went for it on what, their own 30 last time?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question they're going to go for it. You know, I'm just sitting here thinking they're running that jet sweep so much because they run trap off the same action. So doing a pretty good job setting it up.
That's a toss play out here to the right. And he's got the first down and more. He's got blockers. He's got room. He's at the 10-yard line. Cuts back inside. And he's got his momentum coming forward. Pushing his way in for 6. And the Pirates score first here on the night.
That's just a good call. It's a good call. They've been running jet sweep and trap out of that same motion all night long. Come back with that reverse. Just nobody home over there.
You know, I saw a video this last week of Joel Klatt, analyst for Fox Sports, talking about the Oklahoma's offense and Lincoln Riley, what they do, saying how those actions, you look at them 6 and 7 times, it's the exact same thing, and all of a sudden they run it the 8th time and it's completely different.
Yeah.
And you've attacked it the exact same way, it's been working, and then boom, they hit you right in the mouth and they burn you for a pretty big chunk of yards.
And they got some pretty good horses in those stalls too.
And they've got 4 or 5 guys that are really good ball carriers there on that offense for Poteau.
Oh, my gosh.
We've seen Jaden Megan, Easton Francis, Tucker Garrett, the Barshears. I'm missing someone. There's one more. I think it might have been Christian Duncan. Could be wrong. But they probably have 2 or 3 more on that sideline with that we haven't seen yet. Oh, no, it's Colton Williamson. That's who it was. Yeah, it was Colton Williamson.
Yeah, they have some weapons, no doubt. See if the Tigers can answer.
And we need a big answer here. We've had no problem whatsoever getting the ball to the red zone, getting it at the goal line twice.
That's right.
It's not coming away with points.
And really, defensively, for the most part, have played pretty well. That was just well-executed play.
You do what you would hope you could do. You get 2 turnovers.
Yeah.
You put them in great field position. Now, the odds are against us as we're going to get this ball. And I don't care. I mean, unless we have a great return, we're not going to have that same field position that we had on those last 2 drives.
No, we're not. That's not a deep kick, though.
It's going to bounce here, and it's on the turf.
Get on that ball. Looks like the Tigers hang on to it. It was scary. We made it interesting. So you're right, about 25-yard line, 75 to go.
This would be a great time for one of those Taven Woodworth 70-yard runs.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
See what the offensive line does here, trying to create those holes. Trips out to the left here. Woodward takes it a huge hole. He works backside, and he might have it. He's crossed the 50, and he's dragged down to the 40-yard line. Taven Woodworth giving this offense some momentum.
Why didn't you call that up earlier, Hayden?
Little do you know, I'm the play caller here.
That's right. That's right. You could see that hole open up from the get-go. Offensive line, again, doing a super job up there. Tell you, we have run blocked very well tonight. Very well. For the most part.
Trips to the left again. Loading that left side. Mahoney rolling out to the left. Looking, searching, scanning. And he's going to miss his interior receiver, Cameron Dornan.
That's okay, too, because there was nothing there. Get rid of that thing. Just don't take the loss and don't throw an Oski. Do they even say that anymore? They use that term?
Nope, not at all.
I'm sorry.
You're the one. I've always heard you say it, so I just never thought anything about it.
Second down, 10.
I don't know why that crossed my mind. Guess because I'm old. I don't know. An interception. Tigers out in another trip set.
Wood takes it, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go.
And that big run he had, yes, a great run showing off his athleticism, but it was because he had 6 yards of a wide open gap before anyone was even near him.
That is a fact. Tell you, this quarter's rolling right along, too. A little over 7. Woo, 3rd and long. See what the Tigers got dialed up here.
And they're stacking that box.
Oh, yeah, there's.
They got 10.
Yeah.
Man, he dropped back to pass. He's got pressure. He's rolling to his right. Makes the guy miss. He's getting that sideline. Gets out of bounds. Fua. How about this kid? Showing the effort. He is not just giving pressure on their quarterback, but it's coming to the middle.
Yeah.
Mahoney dropped the pass. Had to scramble at the right side. Got to push out of bounds about the 42.
So it's going to be 4th down and 11. And they're going to, so they marked him out behind where they were. I thought he got a few yards, but they're going to say he stepped out.
I did too.
I thought he got about 4 yards on the carry. Hazen with the line drop kick. And it's going to roll right at about the 10-yard line. Good punt.
Pretty effective.
Dan Hazen, the punter.
Pretty effective kick.
Ball goes out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Flag?
Looks like they have a flag back up the field.
Well, where I thought there would be one, there is some stuff going on with Devin Woodworth and whoever he was blocking. And I thought it'd be maybe some unsportsmanlike conduct on one of the two, but that flag's on the other side of the field.
We're going to have to do that again.
So that was a false start, is what they said.
Got to bring that back, 5-yard penalty, and punt.
And no doubt, Poteau's glad that this one's being re-kicked because that was great punt there by Hazen.
Yeah, I think that low line drive was intentional. I think he was.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
He was kicking for the corner.
I've been impressed with Hazen and his awareness since his sophomore year. I'll never forget that game against Metro Christian where he saved us with his leg.
Yes, and he's a little deeper this time too. He was a little shallow on that last punt. Same kind of kick.
And this is going to roll. It's going to be fielded. The 20-yard line makes the guy misses at the 30, working that sideline, try to cut it back inside. He's still on his feet at the 50. And how about this kid, Colton Williamson?
Yeah, I think Poteau just made a mental mistake.
Williamson was the ball handler. What is this, basketball? On the touchdown play, correct? When he cut it back inside on that toss.
Yeah, I think so. So it's blocking the back.
So this is coming back.
Yeah, it was almost. He was almost down on the ground when the kid committed the block in the back. So just let your emotions get the best of you and cost your team. It's a nice break for the Tigers, though.
15-yard penalty marked off against Poteau. Moves the ball back to the 48-yard line.
Defense is going to be called on to keep Poteau out of the end zone for this rest of this first half. It's going to be huge.
And a trap play again. Is that Williamson pushing the pile? I believe it is. Man, that was a great trap. I thought I was faked out on that.
Yeah.
I thought it was Francis rolling out to his left.
It's just old wing T football. Wing T football is all it is. And I'll tell you what, if you're a linebacker and you get your eyes in that backfield, you're going to be fooled every time. You've got to read those guards. The guards will take you to the ball. And it's hard to do because you don't do it very often. It's kind of like playing Army or Navy. You have to practice for a whole week on the wishbone or the triple option. And it's just, it's tough. Buck sweep, and I think that was actually a busted play.
Yeah, I think it was too.
I think the quarterback expected to have the ball, even though he made a pretty nice gain out of it.
For a second, I thought the ball was about to be on the ground.
Yeah,
the way it
I
looked
agree.
like.
I think the ball was bobbled, no question.
Keeper by Francis, trying to get around the left side. He's brought down by Kevin Woodward.
But yeah, that wing team, man, it's tough to defend.
Second down.
You just don't see it. It's kind of morphed over the years. They get a little fancier with it.
There's that trap play again on the inside. It's Williamson. May have gotten a yard on the play.
Just so much ball control. Literally 3 yards, in a cloud of dust. Talk about the wishbone. Triple option. They don't get in the wishbone anymore. But so they're in 2-down territory, no question. So the Tigers got to hold them twice for less than 5 yards.
And remember earlier, those stops the Tigers had were those turnovers. They wouldn't just stop them. Poteau's been moving the ball all night long. Got the first down and more on the sideline. And he's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
All kind of comes back to me now. That's really not a jet sweep. It's what you call a buck sweep out of that wing T stuff. And boy, you get that corner sealed, and it's off to the races. You're handing that ball off, and that guy's going full speed. And that's just going to go the wrong direction if you're a Tiger fan. You just kind of see that offensive line, that big offensive line for the Pirates, just kind of wearing down our defense. See a lot of guys walking around their hands on their hips and trying to catch a breath.
Yeah, they're not playing with that same type of energy and flying to the ball like they were earlier in the game. And then again, you never will. You're obviously going to be fresh at the beginning of the game. However, you can tell they're definitely a little more tired than they have been in the recent weeks.
It's just all that size and all that chasing those linemen. There's fumbles on it. That would have been a nice break.
I mean, yeah, huge. Give this team some momentum.
Lost is back to the 11-yard line. Second down, goal to go.
Some games in our district, Sallisaw 21, Stillwell 9, and Hilldale over Broken Bow 3-0. It's hard to say, man. I don't know. I think maybe a lot of teams in this district are pretty evenly matched.
I think a lot of these teams will end up beating each other up.
Yeah, Central just 13-0 over Muldrow. Just kind of surprised. There's that sweep again.
And he's using his speed on the left side. His momentum takes him in the end zone for 6. Jaden Mankin. Dude can fly.
Ball carries Mankin. Takes the tackles and races down the sideline into the end zone.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Played so hard, so well. Those red zone misses come back to haunt you.
Martinez will attempt the kick.
And he splits the uprights. Make this game 14-0. 3 minutes, 18 seconds left here in the half. We'll be back with more. You've been watching Fort Gibson Tigers TV.
If you're looking for some local entertainment, look no further than Green Country Lanes, located on South York Street in Muskogee, a prime place for open bowling, birthday parties, and glow bowling. Come on out to Green Country Lanes, where bowling is a sport for those who have talent to spare. Go see Scott Abbott, your local Farm Bureau agent. Proudly supporting and serving Green Country for 27 years. Call Scott Abbott at 918-682-2091 in Muskogee for your annual insurance review. Scott Abbott, your agent for life.
And we're back here at Fort Gibson Tigers TV. 14-0 is your score here at Think Pink Night. Near the start of October. Supporting breast cancer awareness.
Third throw. Cleanup and restoration for Gibson. Armstrong Bank for Gibson. Thanks for sponsoring.
And this is by far the coolest night we've had on the year.
Yeah.
It feels great.
Yes. See people in jackets. Haven't seen that for
Been
sure.
a while. There's that pooch kick. Graves fields it.
That's a good job.
At the 39-yard line.
Fair catch on the short kick by Master Graves.
It's at 14 yards
39-yard line.
better than where they started the last drive,
That's right.
in which they got to the 40-yard line off the big play by Woodworth to start the drive and didn't go anywhere after that. Rudd trying to work something inside, waiting for the play to develop, but just never did.
Yeah. Well, just so many people stacked in the box. I mean, there are a minimum of 8, sometimes 9 stacked in the box. And you just don't have enough folks to block everybody. You're going to have to be able to throw the ball a little bit to loosen them up. Just haven't had a lot of success doing that.
Trips out to the right for the Tigers. Carson Loud on the left side. Haney rolling out. That ball's high, nearly intercepted. That's one hold, one back.
That was scary. That was pretty scary.
I couldn't tell if he was trying to throw to that far receiver downfield or trying to hit that middle guy in the slot. But whatever it was, neither worked.
It's going to be 3rd and 10. The Tigers need a big play.
Third and long, trips out to the right. Mahaney hands it off to Woodworth. And the ball's in the field.
The Tigers are on it.
Tavian Woodward.
Tigers gonna have to kick it away, boy. You got to cover. You got to get down the field and cover this. Cannot afford a big return here and let them go up 3 scores.
8. Hazen goes back to kick.
So is Hazen on the special teams unit, looking to pin him back deep. Line drive kick. And it's Williamson cutting back inside. Murphy couldn't bring him down. He's still on his feet, cutting back again in the middle of the field. He's still on his feet, showing off the bounce. And it's going to be Carson Ladd to bring him down to the turf.
It's a big return. It's way too much. But when you kick a ball low like that, kick it line drive, it's going to get there quick. It's going to get there a lot quicker than your coverage does.
First and 10 for the Pirates.
Every week so far, we've seen that guy for the opponent that just has that deceptive speed, the balance.
Yes.
Seems like they're going to be brought down. Last week was Noise Water, the quarterback is still out. Barry Hill, they had the receiver. I can't remember his name now.
I can't either.
But the kid tore it up in the backfield. He tore up his receiver, and now it is Colton Williamson for Pirates.
The one thing about the wing tee is it's not a score quick offense. I'm not saying that you can't throw the ball out of it, just like they're getting ready to do, a little post route down the middle.
Oh, he never saw the ball. I think just got his hips turned around and found it. It could have been an interception.
Yeah.
A good pass, though. I mean, he put it right where he was a double coverage, but he put it. If that guy wouldn't have been there, I don't remember who it was on coverage, but that would have been right in his breadbasket. How about Braden Morgan? He probably went through 3 guys to get pressure right there. Him and Zane Potter both.
Yeah. So, I'm looking for a trap play right here. Just quarterback sweep.
And he's going to use that momentum, take him really close to that first down. They might move the chains. We'll see where the ball's spotted.
Francis on the keeper over the left side.
Okay, Francis, he's a big kid. He's a big kid. He's a big, strong kid. Hard to bring
Good
down.
arm, too.
Yes, really good arm.
Every time he's about to throw it, he's had really solid throws, just besides the one interception that was right to Connor Brown.
Yeah. And with the first down and a minute and change to go, don't be surprised to see him try to go deep here.
First down, a minute and 8 left. It's Mike in motion. And drops into Bashir's on the sideline, spins back inside. He's brought down.
I tell you, you're not going to push that kid out of bounds. You got to make a tackle on him. You got to wrap him up. He's too good of an athlete. This is just what I was afraid of.
Timeout, Poteau.
So the Pirates going to take a timeout here. .55 seconds left here in the half. And this game is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Tiger's Den, La Isla Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott with Muskogee County Farm Brew, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
Tigers they're gonna have to dig down deep. Keep the Pirates out of the end zone here.
Getting a stop here is huge because you get the ball back to start the half.
That's right.
So you just get a stop. And you're down by 2 possessions. You go out and score on that first possession of that second half, and then you're right back in this. It's a 2-possession ball game.
That's exactly right. Turn the momentum around. You got to be able to do that. This is the kind of game that they really need. I mean, you should beat Stillwell. A win over Poteau would just be huge for these kids. But Poteau's not going to give it to them.
And pass nearly intercepted. Codell Ford couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, just got there too quick for him. I think it might have hit 2 people. I think there might have
Yeah,
been
it hit a
deflection.
linebacker. I didn't see who it was.
Yeah, might have been a deflection before it even got to the receiver.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely, the linebacker in the middle of the field hit it up. The receiver didn't have much of a chance at all to bring it in.
Boy, could have hauled that one in. That would have been exactly what you were talking about. Prevent the score and come out and score. Whole new game.
Rolling out, throw that jump ball, and it's brought down for a touchdown. How about the throw and the catch, putting it right where his guy could get it. High pointed it, and it's number 21, Cameron Duncan, bringing it down.
That was a backbreaker.
So the Pirates come out trying to put up one more here before the half. And it splits the uprights, 21-0 here with 44 seconds left. A little stay here. Keep it here before the half unwinds. And you know what the Tigers could really use here is a big return. However, I assume the Pirates are just going to pooch it again.
Yeah, I think they're going to pooch it up, force the fair catch. Tigers going to have very little time. Right now, just the Poteau defense is just dictating the ball. For Gibson, with very little yardage in the last 2 possessions.
All red, last company in the state. Burrow, post-frame, construction for Gibson. Dr. Mike Nelson, dentistry, for Gibson. Muskogee bone joint. Muskogee.
So it's Ford back deep to return this, along with Brown, Woodworth, and Rudd.
Get a little deeper this time.
Brown's going to field it, trying to reverse back to the middle of the field, takes a lick, stays on his feet.
He did take a good look. Stayed on his feet, though. It was impressive. Popped pretty good.
Turn this to about the 30-yard line. Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
So with only 37 seconds left, Mahaney will lead this offense back out on the field at the 30-yard line. Pirates stacking that box.
Oh, boy. 9.
Looking to bring pressure.
9 in there.
And Woodworth cuts it up inside. He's got the middle of the field. He cuts it outside to the 50. He's at the 40 with 2 to beat. It's Macon's going to bring him down out of bounds. And how about this kid? He's saying this game's not over.
Mankin can run because he caught Devin. Devin doesn't have blazing speed. He's got great quickness, vision, and balance. But Mankin can cover some ground now, I'm telling you. So there's this could be just a huge shot in the arm for this Tiger football team. Get this thing back to 2
Mahaney
possessions.
throwing the jump ball. And it's going to fall to the ground, incomplete.
I tell you, Poteau's got some good athletes in that secondary. They really do. And same guys who are, catching those passes. Just athletic as they can be.
So 22 seconds left here in the half. Tigers needing points. Again, the Pirates not shy of showing their pressure. And it's going to back it up here.
The Tigers, 5-yard penalty, moves the ball back to the 31-yard line. 2nd down, 15.
Second and long.
Now you're going to see the body language of the Tigers. Just, man, you get that big play and then make a mistake. And Needs something good to happen.
Body language, it doesn't whisper, it screams
Yes,
on the
it
field.
does. Yes, it does.
They hand it off inside to Woodworth, the middle of the field. Getting back to the original line of scrimmage and more. Tigers still have the 2 timeouts left. They're going to burn one of them. We'll take a break. You've been watching 4 Gibson Tigers TV.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Renfro Electric has been in business for over 35 years and is a full-service electrical contractor for all of Oklahoma. We are able to serve our customers with superior craftsmanship and top-notch service. With over 40 employees and a bonding capacity in excess of $6 million, we can handle those larger jobs but are still small enough to provide the personal service our customers have come to expect. For any electrical needs, give us a call at 918-687-7535.
Over the middle of the field.
His pass intended for Jesse Rudd is incomplete. 4th down.
Well, these Tigers barring a defensive penalty about the last shot in this half.
4th and 7, 9.7 seconds left, still a timeout left. Now the Pirates backing that up. Mahaney throwing the deep ball to Ladd, and he couldn't bring it in. Turnover on downs.
His pass intended for
Good coverage. I mean, what do you say? It's just good coverage back there.
Number 12, Warren.
And I like the call. I mean, throw it up to your
Yeah,
guy.
you got a one-on-one, a good mismatch there, yeah.
You're a 6'3" guy. I mean, you got to do that. Or 6'4", whatever he is.
Mahaney really did a pretty solid job putting it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, it was just good coverage. They're again very athletic back there.
Fairchild coming on the field for the Tigers. And it looks to be the last play of the half here as the Pirates go to the locker room with momentum on their side and a solid cushion, 21-0. We'll be back with more after the half. Royal Regiment coming up. We're watching 4 Gibson Tigers TV.
This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory. This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, The Tiger's Den, La Isla Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott with Muskogee County Farm Bureau, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Anderson probably had the best game you've ever seen running back having that game. And that short year you had, he was quickly running.
Now on the field, the Colton Pirate marching band. you, Poteau Pirate Marching Band.
Slip and fall on top of it. I'm gonna eat it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, your own Fort Gibson Royal Regiment. The band will be performing their 2019 competition show entitled Awakening. The show features trumpet soloist Paige Willis and Nathan Jones, as well as guard soloists Lauren Wilcox, Kaylin Sullivan, and Kendall Brashears. Last week, the band competed at the Owasso Invitational Marching Contest, where they won second in the 4A, 5A combined class, and they got first place in high general effect. Congratulations, band. The band is under the field command of Senior Drum Major Caitlin Cox and Junior Drum Major Pay Thompson. Drum majors, you may take the field for halftime performance. band will compete tomorrow in the Bixby Tournament of Bands. I'd like to wish them good luck. 2019 color guard senior captain is Lord Wilcox and junior captain is Kaylin Sullivan. Drum captain is Gabe Reed. Percussion director is Eric Hopkins. Color guard director is Samantha Morgan. Band directors Diana Hopkins and Linnell Spires. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. Turn your attention down into the north end zone. We're having the punt, pass, and kick competition. Justin Graves, looks like he just punted. There's actually a $200 cash prize in this, sponsored by James Hodge Ford. Now I guess he's going to throw it. I guess he had to make the field goal and didn't do it. Valiant effort though, Justin. Congratulations. Don't forget tomorrow morning down at the American Legion building, we'll be having their monthly breakfast. All you can eat. Eggs, sausage, bacon, biscuits and gravy, coffee, juice. American Legion, all you can eat breakfast, $6 from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock. The band parents still have their hamburger and cheeseburger meals down there in the south end zone. Get your sandwich, chips, and drink for $6. Face painting, I guess, is still going on. The Art Society. They're down by the main gate. Touchdown Club has their long sleeve, short sleeve t-shirts, game program, senior player pictures, those big horns. Other Tiger trinkets, also selling chances on the corn toss game. $5 a ticket or 5 tickets for $20. That drawing for that corn toss game will be the 25th of October, next home game. As a team, return to their benches to start the second half. Fort Gibson Tigers will be receiving.
This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, The Tiger's Den, La Isla Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott with Muskogee County Farm Bureau, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
And we're back here at the start of the second half. Score is 21-0. I'm Hayden Ackworth. Alongside me is Bruce French. And if you're just now tuning in, starting the game, the Tigers got off to a hot start with defensively getting two turnovers. But if you look at the keys to the game, capitalizing on turnovers was something we failed to do.
That's right. That's right. Get off the field on third down. Started out pretty good.
However, there have been penalties in the field, but it has been nothing like the game against Berry Hill, and even better than last week, I think, against Stillwell.
And again, seeing this new wing tee offense, it's just something we don't see, and they just worn us down really with it.
Connor Brown going to reverse the field, trying to stretch it.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. It's going to be a hold. That's going to come back 10 yards. On the spot of the foul. So the Tigers would have had pretty good field position.
It looks to be quite a bit of glitter on the field made from the band.
Yeah. Shining down there.
Holding. Tigers 10-yard penalty, moves the ball back to the 25-yard line.
Big one.
First and 10 for the Tigers in that spot.
Again, not getting good field position here for the Tigers.
The penalties against you, it always seems like it goes farther than when it's
Yeah.
the opponent. I don't know. Better get off the field.
Two receivers out to the left, to the right. Tight end in motion, it's Ladd. Little option, Mahaney pitches it to Woodworth. Woodworth shifting inside. And he goes nowhere as he's brought down to the turf. Besides the two big runs from Woodworth tonight, the Pirates have done a really solid job containing him.
Yeah, they're very athletic. They're just a very athletic bunch out there.
Tackle Bakir. Second down, 12.
Their down linemen aren't just huge, with the exception of 44. I don't know what he weighs, but I'm going to guess him in the neighborhood of 3. Other than that, they're just pretty lean, quick athletes.
And what a tackle, taking down Jesse Rudd in open space.
Yeah, he never had a chance.
Jesse Rudd takes the pass out there to the right. Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage.
He's going to make this a long third down and 10.
Yeah, Poteau feeling pretty good right now, in control, and seem to have that bounce in their step.
And this is a big third down. This third down is crucial because you want to get momentum back here in this game. Failing to do so is really going to make them hang their heads trying to get back in this one.
Yeah, and as big a thing as it is to get off the field,
Got to stay on.
Yeah, you got to stay on. You're not going to do it.
And he had Mills trying to slide his feet, but he couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, he's going to be short of the sticks anyway. He's going to be fourth down.
Fourth down.
So with 3 and out here for the Tigers.
That's just the last thing you wanted to do, that first possession.
There's another line drive punt by Hayes, and Woodworth covering. Runs by him. And it's Colton Williamson, the dangerous return man.
Another flag on the field. Something happened late and away from the play. So if it's whoever it's on, you can bet the coach is not going to be happy with him.
Flags come in.
Yeah, Williamson, just a pretty impressive player. Head-to-head
Personal foul for him.
contact on the return team. That's
It's going to march this one back. And I don't think that the Pirates have not fielded the punt that they haven't got at least 15, 20 yards on tonight.
And I just say again, when you kick a ball low and hard like that, unless you get it out of bounds, there's a good chance that's going to happen. Because with no hang time, your defense has no time to get down there. So the Tiger defense is going to have to dig in here and get a stop from this wing T assault that's happening. Oh boy, and there's a way you stop it.
And how about that?
Zane Potter just
Throwing
destroyed
Francis to the ground.
Yeah, destroyed that offensive lineman. And man, I think probably, kept his head where you have to, because if you watch that offensive line, you're going to see a guard pulling somewhere on every play, and he's going to take you to the ball. Now, sometimes they do influence block away from the play, but they're going to bring a back the other way. So it's confusing. You got to be disciplined, and if you're a linebacker, you've got to keep your eyes on those offensive guards because they're going to pull. And you can see here they come over here.
There's a speed sweep out to the left.
I'll tell you, I got to say, with the personnel they have, wing T fits them really well.
Oh, yeah, and they're getting really good athletes and finding ways to utilize them. It's Jagger Dill, and then it's number 15, Todd Maddox.
Yeah.
I think there's 6 ball carry in the night.
Yep. Yeah, it fits them well.
Yeah, this is completely a polar opposite offense of what we saw last week from Stillwell.
Yes.
This time it's going to be Bashir's.
I think that was Graves that time. I think. Make that Dylan Mills, I'm sorry. Dylan Mills on the tackle.
And they are running, I think it's Williamson deep every single play, making them honor that just in case it is a play action.
Oh, yeah. They're going to take one out. They're going to get a 1-for-1.
And you have to honor that because a lot of times I think you see this type of offense. I think it's because you don't have a quarterback that can throw the ball. That's not the case. Francis can let that thing fly. They're going to call a timeout here. So the Pirates want to talk things over, try to make that cushion a little bigger. We'll be back with more. You've been watching Fort Gibson Tigers TV.
Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services such as Stihl chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith's Hardware, we're proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
Renfro Electric has been in business for over 35 years and is a full-service electrical contractor for all of Oklahoma. We are able to serve our customers with superior craftsmanship and top-notch service. With over 40 employees and a bonding capacity in excess of $6 million, we can handle those larger jobs but are still small enough to provide the personal service our customers have come to expect. For any electrical needs, give us a call at 918-687-7535.
And we're back here on 4th down. It's going to be oh my, trick play. Williamson's got room, using his momentum, and he's brought down. That looks a lot like the Oklahoma State failed trick play on the field goal attempt.
Yes.
Now with and a punt. But this succeeded.
Yeah, Poteau pulling out all the stops tonight. They came ready to play.
And that coaching staff on the sideline knows this is a Fort Gibson team that can match them play for play, and they do not want them getting back into this game, so they're keeping their foot on that pedal.
And that wing T offense just stingy, just keeps the ball and keeps the ball.
Barshears low on his shoulder, getting extra yards.
Connor Brown. Connor Brown on that tackle. Not before Barshears picked up a 1st and goal. Oh, there's a full house.
And they're going to move that defensive line 3 yards.
A scrum is what that was. Big bodies on that offensive line. His tackles are huge, guards are quick. Typical wing T football team. When I was coaching, Westville ran that well. Heavener ran it well. Just takes the air out of the ball.
2 running backs in the backfield.
It's a busted play, and he's going to score.
And you couldn't tell by that.
No.
Francis, cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
Making something out of nothing. Putting up 6 up on the board.
Right side goes in the end zone for Poteau score.
Pie's trying to set up their swinging gate. Going for 2. The quarterback power. And he pushes through.
Pirates go for 2 extra points, and Francis throws the ball into the end zone.
And we're back with more after the break. 29-0 is our score. We've been watching 4 Years of Tigers TV.
If you're looking for some local entertainment, look no further than Green Country Lanes, located on South York Street in Muskogee, a prime place for open bowling, birthday parties, and glow bowling. Come on out to Green Country Lanes, where bowling is a sport for those who have talent to spare. This broadcast is brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory, Keith's Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, The Tiger's Den, La Isla Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott with Muskogee County Farm Bureau, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center.
Welcome back to 4 Gibson Tigers TV. 6 minutes, 34 seconds left here in the quarter. This one getting out of hand. Grade's going to field on the pooch. And the Tigers, they got to stop. It was 4th down.
Yeah.
But then Poteau decides to go with that fake punt as they did earlier, and it didn't work. It was an interception the first time. This time, they brought a running back over the middle, kind of like a little screenplay, and they went probably 40 yards of the play.
Yeah, and you know, as I think back, and I think back to Coach Werner, he's always been that riverboat gambler. I mean, he's never been afraid to take a chance. He is a wild card, and it's paid off tonight. Didn't first time, but it sure did the second time.
Mahaney dropping back to pass, throwing the deep ball. And Connor Brown, the intended receiver, looking for a pass interference. He had a handful of his jersey.
Pass was intended for Dornan, broken up by
Mencken in coverage.
Second down.
Yeah, ball a little underthrown. I think maybe if he'd have gotten it out in front of him, might have got that call. And really, he was open for early. He was open early.
Split backs. A lot of emotion.
Oh, I think that was a mistake. Mahaney got that ball at least 1 count before he expected it.
Good thing he caught it, because that could have been bad.
Yeah.
Hit those shoulder pads around the turf.
And Tiger offense has just gone silent. Just not able to do anything, not able to throw, run.
And tell you what, this whole Tigers side, the fans from the beginning of the game never had that same energy in the stadium like we've had in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Rolling out to his right, Mahaney looking, throwing the deep ball to Dornan, and it's nearly intercepted. Put a riot in his hands. He's going to want that one back, knowing he could have had a big play right there.
Yes.
Writing the final chapter on this game.
Pass intended for Dorman, broken up by Christian Duncan. Bring up 4th down, 11 from Tigers. Dan Hazen drops deep in front.
New battery? Should be plugged in.
4th down, Hazen back out on the field. We've been seeing nothing against Hazen. Been seeing too much of him tonight.
Yeah.
Coming out punting.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. He's been out there a bunch.
That ball's going to roll over his head, taking a nice bounce. And he fields it. He's got to do what he does best, working his magic. But this time,
that's a nice job.
there's not going to be any of it.
Is that Brown? I think it's Connor Brown. Number's hard to read. That may be Devin Woodworth, actually. It is Devin Woodworth.
Ball is on the 24-yard line of Poteau. First and 10.
It's plugged in, but the battery life is not being substantial.
Boy, and here they come. They just bunch up. Those linemen are toe-to-toe in there, and you have got to keep your eyes on those offensive linemen.
Ball out to the left side of the field. And he gets a nice run on the plays. He's brought down right in front of that first down marker, just a few yards short. A host of tacklers in for the Tigers.
I was just curious to see how many seniors, and it looks like it's a senior-laden ball.
Yeah, no
club,
doubt.
Which usually does not bode well for a young.
Tackled by Devin Woodworth.
Well, I'm halfway through it, and I have 12 right now.
Yeah, that's not good news for most opponents.
22 seniors for the Pirates.
So I'd say there's a pretty good chance you'll see a drop-off next year. And I'm not going to say they'll be terrible. I'm just going to say you don't replace 22 seniors. I don't care what class.
Unless you are
football you play in.
Coach Fern of the soccer team here at Fort Gibson. When you lose 18, you still go back to the state finals.
I know.
That's when I heard that, man. I'm not a huge soccer guy. Big Coach Fern guy, not a huge soccer guy.
Yeah.
Man.
But no,
the program he has built, to miss the year he did, having all the health problems he had.
That's right.
That is a plus to the program he's built and the help he had on his coaching staff.
That's exactly right.
Bashir's working the left side. He's got the sideline. Pushing through. He's still on his feet. And he'll go out of bounds as this offense continues to run, not being stopped.
Like you said, that's a pretty prolific family of running backs.
Yes, it is.
That big offensive line just taking its toll.
He's got the left side first down. He's still on his feet, cutting back inside. And the Tigers let him just walk into the end zone. They hang their heads. And there are three guys on. I thought I had a shot of bringing him down.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not the game I expected. Turning into somewhat of last year's game.
Didn't I give him the 6? Are they saying he stepped out of bounds? Well, there's a signal. Okay, so now there's a signal. And here's for the point after. And I'll make this 36-0. 4:29 left in the third. We'll be back with more. You're watching Fort Gibson Tigers TV.
Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory wish to personally invite you and your family to come tour the newest funeral home and the only crematory in Muskogee. Cornerstone welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. At Cornerstone, you'll find a helpful professional staff and beautiful surroundings. Come experience the difference at Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York, Muskogee, where you will find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Renfro Electric has been in business for over 35 years and is a full-service electrical contractor for all of Oklahoma. We are able to serve our customers with superior craftsmanship and top-notch service. With over 40 employees and a bonding capacity in excess of $6 million, we can handle those larger jobs but are still small enough to provide the personal service our customers.
Gibson Tigers TV. Connor Brown trying to fight for every yard he can get.
Yeah, and he does. You know, he's not a big kid at all, but he just hooks up in there, gives it all he's got. So just checking some scores of interest. Broken Bow over Hilldale 9-3. It's kind of a surprise. I don't know. This district's hard to read. Tulsa Central 27, Muldrow 14.
Yeah, getting closer than we expected.
Yeah, much closer.
Bruce, we might not know at all what we're talking about. We've been off. We thought this game tonight was going to be a down-to-the-wire game.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of sports.
Right.
We wouldn't watch it if it was predictable.
Well, yeah. If, the best team always won, then why play? Why even play? Think of, some of the amazing upsets. College sports.
Appalachian State, Michigan, probably the greatest upset of all time.
Yeah. I think of Doug Flutie in the the Hail Mary. I think of Jimmy Valvano.
Oh, no doubt.
Taking down Phi Slamma Jamma. I mean, those are the things you live for. Villanova beating Georgetown when Patrick Ewing was at Georgetown. I mean, you remember those things, and that's
and they always make great 30 for 30 documentaries after.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That the Valvano Survive and Advance, one of the best documentaries made.
Yes. Jimmy V.
Ball on the left side gets up to the 39.5-yard line, tackled by number 13, Jake Patterson.
I'll tell you.
Third down.
I think a game that's shaping up in the Big 12 might be the Bedlam game.
How about it? I think
OSU is pretty good.
And how about this kid right here going to show off what Chuba Hubbard's been doing for Stillwater. Yeah. Taven Woodworth, he's not stopping.
No, he's not.
But how about, I was looking at Chuba Hubbard's stats, and I'm by no means a Cowboy fan. My cousin played there for baseball, and I always like to give him a hard time.
Right.
But he is on par right now, yardage, with Barry Sanders and the year he had.
Yeah, he's a real deal. He's a player. Even though, who was it 2 weeks ago shut him down?
Texas.
Shut him down. But that's always going to happen. Somebody's going to do it.
Mahaney hands it off to Woodworth. Woodworth trying to get out. They had his ankles. And when Twifua has a hold of you, you're not getting out of it.
No. But yeah, I think that's going to be a big game, the Big 12.
Well, I think in order for that Big 12 to get back and the power they need to be, it's going to be Oklahoma, Texas, and Oklahoma State, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah, that's right.
Oklahoma State was down last year, and Texas is now getting back, and the powers are back realigned.
Man, it'd be nice to see the Tigers just stick it in the end zone. Just stick it in there one time.
Yeah, you never want to lose, obviously. You never lose big. You never want to get shut out.
No.
Especially when you had the ball on the 3-yard line twice.
And again, the way this district, who knows how it's going to shape out. I mean, I don't know how good Tulsa Central is now. Maybe Poteau is the team to beat in this district. Hilldale, Central beats Hilldale, 2 touchdowns? And, Broken Bow just escaping Hilldale tonight at home. And then Muldrow playing Central close. So I don't know. Maybe we're looking at the team to beat in the district.
Nice run. Nowhere to go. I mean, as soon as he took the handoff, there's a host of Pirate defenders. just getting back to that original line of scrimmage, make this a 3rd and long.
Yeah, Red's going to be a sore young man in the morning.
Gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. Matthew Curry making that last tackle for the Pirates.
Trips out to the left. And he drops back to pass. Throwing in coverage. And that ball is caught. And how about that? Carson Ladd. Triple coverage, bringing it in.
I'm glad you said Carson Ladd because I almost said Chandler Ladd.
I've almost said it every single time I call his name tonight.
I know.
Just it hasn't come out of my mouth yet.
Yeah, I've said it before. If I coached brothers, that younger brother didn't have a chance because he was going to take on his older brother's name. Well, that's good though, really. I mean, just to get a score in the end zone, and hey, who knows, maybe get another one. You know, finish on a high note. Because, I mean, if you look, you know, next week you got Sallisaw, and that's a game that I think the Tigers can win. I really do. So that'd give him 2 wins in the district.
The last of our sponsors would like to
Then
recognize
anything can happen.
Chicken of Fort Gibson, King Tires in Muskogee.
That scoring drive was brought to you by Cornerstone Funeral Home Crematory, Keith Hardware and Supply, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Info Media, Tigers Den, La Isla Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott with Muskogee County Farm Brewer, and Green Country Lanes and Muskogee Skate Center. Hazen, he has been busy tonight.
He really has.
Not on the kickoff either.
No.
Sadly.
No.
No. Push-ups down.
I don't know. Did I miscounted the cheerleader do 8?
Well, they need an extra one. They haven't been doing the push-ups tonight because we haven't been scoring.
That's
so.
true.
And a high pooch. Fielded at the 34 there first. And Ford getting back in it, showing off the effort.
Kicker still in return by Dante Warren. Gets out to the 40-yard line. Tackled by Ford.
So here comes that offense. Has been trucking all along, not been stopped much. One time it has been stopped for the turnovers.
That's true. Well, I guess, yeah, we did hold it. It was 4th down.
Mm-hmm.
It was 4th down when they threw the interception. And held them when they had a successful fake.
Ends up to Barshears cutting back inside.
It's probably the best defense we've played, since first quarter?
Yeah.
Except for Zane Potter's big smash on the first play of the last series.
And we go to the 4th quarter, 36-7. We'll be back with more. We've been watching Fort Gibson Tigers TV.
If you're looking for some local entertainment, look no further than Green Country Lanes, located on South York Street in Muskogee, a prime place for open bowling, birthday parties, and glow bowling. Come on out to Green Country Lanes, where bowling is a sport for those who have talent to spare.
Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services, such as Stilt chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, case knives, and big green egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith's Hardware, we're proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
And we're back here. Start the 4th quarter, 36-7. And it's Eastern Francis leading this offense out on the field for the Pirates. This defense looking to get a stop here. Trap play inside.
Good for 10 yards.
I believe that was Stockton, the ball handler carrier.
Ball handler. Oh, he's handling it pretty well. Handling it pretty well.
Cameron Duncan, the receiver, out here on Codell Ford. Francis under center. Bill in motion. Francis jogs back to pass. And he completes it. And Codell Ford bring him down to the ground. Is Tucker getting up slow?
Yeah, he's slammed pretty good.
Should be Duncan. And how about the throw? Pretty solid coverage there by Ford.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Just well executed play, well thrown ball. Good catch. Yeah, 22 seniors. I just kept thinking, man, these guys they look like a senior football team.
They don't make mistakes.
No, for the most part, they don't make mistakes.
I got to think, going back, I think we've sat down with Francis, asking about the interception he threw. He just probably didn't see Connor Brown there at all.
I don't think he saw
it. He threw it right to him.
Yeah.
From what we've seen tonight, that's not him at all.
No.
I mean, he's been putting it on a dime. And it's going to be Dill. When they give it to him, it'll be short. He's going to say his knee was down at the 1 or the inch mark. And then knows the football is right next to that white.
Yes, it is. Not going to take much.
And they give it to him. It's 6. Powering through. Adding on to that cushion. So here's a point after for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's just strange how quickly the game can change.
As they split the uprights, we'll be back with more. You've been watching Fort Gibson Tigers TV.
Fort Gibson Education Foundation's desire is to help our students receive the best possible education our community can provide. We make every effort to be the highest quality educational system in the state. Donations equal opportunities, opportunities for students and teachers to be their best.
An opportunity to build, design, and compete.
An opportunity to create, design, and share.
An opportunity to encourage, develop, and provide.
An opportunity to travel, process, and gain real-world knowledge.
An opportunity to honor, celebrate, and inspire.
When you donate to our Fort Gibson Education Foundation, 100% of what you donate goes back into our classrooms for students and teachers so we can give them as many opportunities as possible. We are your Fort Gibson Education Foundation.
Hello, welcome back. 9:56 here in the fourth quarter. And Jesse Rudd just low on her shoulder.
Yeah.
So we'll see the offense come out and do a little what they did last drive and put 6 up on the board. Two receivers out to the left for the Tigers. Mahaney with the pistol. Hands it off to Woodworth. Woodworth shifting outside to his left. And he goes nowhere.
I'll tell you, Poteau's, they're good tacklers. And that makes a big difference.
Yeah, and a lot of Woodworth's big, impressive plays are breaking tackles.
Yeah.
And like you said, the Pirates, they are fundamentals. They wrap up and they bring them down to the turf.
They're very fundamental. They're usually in the right spot and sure tacklers.
Manny roll to his left. Looking for Ladd, and it's incomplete. Ladd holding his arm.
Yeah, I don't know if he fell on the ball or... I can tell you this much, that hurts. And that artificial turf does not give much.
Oh, we'll take an official time, or an injury timeout here. 9:03 left here in the game. Watching for Gibson Tigers TV.
Keith Hardware and Supply has been located in Fort Gibson, Oklahoma since 1957. We strive to find solutions to your fix and offer a multitude of quality products and services such as Stilt chainsaws, Yeti coolers, Cub Cadet mowers, case knives, and Big Green Egg grills. In early 2015, Keith Hardware remodeled and added hundreds of new items to better serve their customers. At Keith's Hardware, we're proud supporters of all Fort Gibson school events. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Fort Gibson Tigers. We're back at Fort Gibson Tigers TV. After the injury timeout, as Carson Ladd walks off on the field. Looks to be okay. And that's you don't want to see, especially in at this point of the game. It's out of hand. You don't want to see any of your star players go down, or any player go down, in that matter of fact.
No, that's for sure. You know, it's been a pretty clean ball game because these teams have, they've had some miffs in the past. But it really has been a pretty clean game.
Mahaney fine over the middle.
Woo.
And man, he threw a double coverage again.
That was a tight ball, but boy, a tight window too. Really tight window. And I don't know when I've seen a better secondary, honestly, as a whole.
Yeah.
As a whole. I don't know that there's a great player out there, but they're good. They're well coached, fundamental. And we just haven't fooled them. There's a ball, little hang time, pretty good bounce to boot.
Tell you what, so through that kid, not just is he big, the dude can move.
Yeah, he can move. He is a player. I could see him playing on Saturdays next year for sure. Somewhere. Don't know if Oolagaw's just down quite a bit this year. Bristow's just pretty good. Bristow Purple Pirates 45, Oolagaw 21. Hilldale and Broken Bow still 9-3 at the Savages on top.
That trap play again. Goes nowhere this time. Does it pull the Tigers?
Tigers ready.
Okay, number 15, Maddox. Good back. 2-yard ball by Johnson.
Is that a new quarterback? Number 4, Cole Hensley, sophomore.
Looks like he passes the eye test. Looks to be a really solid athlete.
Oh, yeah, he does pass the eye test.
To make this 3rd and long. This drive is brought to you by Cornerstone, Funeral Home and Crematory, Renfro Electric, Fort Gibson Education Foundation, Tiger's Den, Info Media, Lacey Mexican Restaurant, Scott Abbott with Muskogee County Farm Bureau and Green Country Lane and Muskogee Skate Center. He's rolling out. Looking, finds the middle of the field wide open. He's got room, picks up a block. Connor Brown trying to bring him down and does at the 35-yard line. And they convert on the long 3rd down play, much like they have all night long.
Yes, they have.
Hurry to the line. Ends up to the right side, shifted back inside. Goes down for a short gain. Maddox, the ball carrier. They might be, after it's all said and done, have double-digit ball carriers tonight.
They've had a few.
Back in motion out to that left side. Gets back in the middle. Solid gain on the play.
You know, it'd be scary, I think, to know the time of possession. Because it would weigh heavily in favor of
and we mentioned that at the pregame, and both these teams like to go ball control and try to keep that defense off the field.
Yeah.
And the Tigers had that 6-minute drive to start the game, and ever since it has been the Pirates have owned the time of possession.
Yes, they have.
It's Maddox again. I'm sitting here trying to count how many they've had, and as I'm doing it, I've lost count.
Yeah, it's a lot. 7 or 8.
Lincoln Francis Hensley, Stockton Williamson, Brashears, Maddox, Duncan, and Duncan.
You were within one. Yeah.
Now, if Hensley did I mention Hensley already?
I think you did.
Okay.
I think you mentioned Hensley.
So we need someone else then.
Is that him?
That's him.
27.
Caden Warren.
10.
When do you see that?
I
10
don't know.
guys carry the ball.
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen it.
.427 left here in the game. Toss play out to the right. It's Maddox again. Shifts back inside, finding the gap.
It's a helpless feeling. You know, you're standing over there and there's just not much you can do. You got a bunch of fresh bodies out there, fresh legs, and those kids want to score. Trust me, they want to score.
And there's a penalty marker on the field. It's been a while since they've seen one from either team.
Yeah, I think it's been a well-called game. I really do. It was the Bear Hill game when there was about 500 yards of penalties. That was so ugly.
Hey, I think you said it best. Not to not, but you said it before. You never notice the refs, and that's how you want it to be.
That's right.
The best way for an officiating crew to go is that you don't notice that they're there.
Yeah, I remember Dan Fuller. He was one of my professors at Northeastern. Told me that. He said, I think when nobody knows we were there, probably our best game, our best effort. And I think this crew's done a really good job tonight. They've called the obvious stuff. There's that wing team misdirection.
Warren again.
Tell you, he's pretty good looking back. He's not big, but he's shifty and he runs hard.
And he's a sophomore as well. Hensley is a sophomore.
They've just got a lot of kids.
Maddox is sophomore.
They've got a lot of kids.
And Dill's a junior. So, yeah, they're losing a lot of seniors, but a lot of these guys, a few of the guys playing tonight have been underclassmen and the Dill, the junior.
Yeah, the cupboard will not be bare next year at Poteau.
So they had the skilled guys. What they're losing is that offensive line, defensive line are all seniors.
That's true. And you made a good point, last week. That's where the game is won. And no more, is that obvious than in a wing T ball control offense like this. You've got to have those guys who hook up and can run, those offensive linemen who can run to those blocks, because they do a lot of running. Two-minute warning.
And here comes a shift of offenses. Turnover on downs.
Push down 10 from their own 6-yard line.
And from the start of this half, there is still a question. The Tigers get back in this. It was 21-0 at the half.
Yeah.
But ever since then, the Pirates have just doubled on what they did in the first.
Yeah, the fake punt kind of shut the door.
Yeah, it was the dagger.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Tigers, they pretty much have to win next week. I mean, they really do.
No doubt.
To have a chance to get into the playoffs and finish fourth. Probably going to travel right up Highway 69 to Wagner.
And that ball is on the turf. It's at the false start.
Wagner, I don't think, I know they're not as good as they have been in the past, but they're not bad. They're better, I think, than they were last year.
They are in that discussion a lot like the Lady Tigers basketball program is.
Yeah.
Is a great year for them is not good enough.
Yeah.
I mean, we expect the most out of those programs.
Yes. Absolutely.
And if it's not gold, then it's a championship or bust kind of mentality.
Yeah, it's a disappointment. And what a place to be. What a play. How many teams ever get to that to that level, to that point?
To even sniff that kind of greatness.
Yeah.
Look, that could have – this is a more competitive ball game. That's going to be 12 men on the field. And he never got off the field for the Pirates.
They didn't call it, right?
No, they didn't call it.
Good. Bear Hill game, that would have been called.
No doubt. No. Hey, yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, I'm glad we don't want to call that with a minute left here.
Yeah, no.
Oh. And he's tackled by the turf monster.
Yep.
that might be the last play of the game tonight. We'll see.
It'll be close.
They decide to run one, and it will be 43-7, the final score here tonight. Not at all what we thought it would be, but still hope. However, that hope dying down. The Tigers need a big win next week.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. To Leo Donahue, I'm Hayden Hackworth. Alongside me is Bruce French. You've been watching Fort Gibson Tigers TV.